want you to get
most controversial bat.
season 15.
Started right when I was 5.
We on this side, nigga. What's up?
Pull up. You think you can make a hook? I'm like, hell yeah.
What's up, guys? Ham Radio.
Ham Radio, we're back.
We're back. Today we have Shakewell.
We do have Shakewell.
And we're going to ask him about his old band and the Cobalt, which was my own stomping grounds back in the days.
Really fucking tight.
Apparently, the Cobalt was ran by Nazis. That was like the That was like the theory.
Like good Nazis or bad Nazis?
There's no good Nazis.
There's skinheads. Good skinheads, bad skinheads.
Yeah, Nazis are Nazis, but yeah.
But like skinhead Nazis are a thing too?
Sure, yeah.
Fuck them.
But skinheads were originally never racist.
But,
and then
what happened?
And then
happened? How did they become so racist?
During like the weird uprising of like white supremacy and like what the fucking like 80s and shit, they like took that image. So then when all the news started breaking on TV, they all looked like that. So then everyone just associated the both. But I mean, there's like like Trojan is a skinhead reggae label, and it's all Jamaicans.
Did the non-racist skinheads wear the black boots and the red laces and the red suspenders?
Yeah, they took the whole image. They're called boneheads. Like boneheads is like the skinheads would call them boneheads, and those are the ones like the bad skinheads that, you know.
That's really interesting, dude. Thank you for that.
You're the one who brought it up.
What happened?
And then
what happened? How did they become so racist?
All right, guys. So we're gonna go straight to the interview in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, before we do the interview,
right,
guess where from the Valley Shakewell's from before we ask him. I want to see what your guess is.
Ham Radio, guys. We're back.
What up? We're here with Shakewell.
What's cracking, man?
Just chilling right now.
Yo, so you're from the Valley?
Yeah.
Dope.
Born and raised.
Where'd you grow up?
San Fernando Valley. So
what part?
West Valley, Woodland Hills, West Hills.
Oh, dope. I grew up in Van Nuys.
For real?
So, yeah.
I was born in Van Nuys Hospital.
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
Hey, I was born in Northridge, but grew up in Van Nuys.
And I lived.
He was showing me video.
I lived near. Well, then I used to live in Canoga Park. My family lives in Thousand Oaks, so I went from Thousand Oaks to Canoga Park.
That's where I live right now, Canoga.
Oh, crazy!
Yeah.
I went from there, then I went to Tarzana.
Okay.
And then I made it to like Echo Park and Silver Lake.
Yeah.
He was showing me videos of your old band. You guys played the Cobalt a bunch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude,
Betrayal.
I love the Cobalt growing up. Is it still? It's still around, right? No, I literally just saw someone post the day. Maybe they were joking. They were like.
Right?
Yeah,
they closed it.
All right, can I ask you this? Because I remember growing up, the theory was it was ran by these like Nazi dudes.
What, the Cobalt?
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know the owners, but is so that?
Nah, they were all punkers.
Yeah, because how is it gonna be ran by Nazis, but it's an all-age venue with a juice bar? Come on, that's not some Nazi shit.
No.
Well, I don't.
Punk shit. That's some
Isn't it some
shit.
old? I don't know.
No, they were just some punkers, some cool ass dudes, and they just fucking. What was their shit? Poor Kid.
What was it?
Poor Kids Radio. Remember?
Poor Kids on LSD?
Yeah.
That's tight, man.
Cool name.
Yeah, shout out them. They were just some punkers.
Oh,
That was like the
I'm pretty sure my homie that was like always there is Mexican, so like definitely not Nazis.
No, I mean I would go to shows there all the time, and I'm Mexican as well. But I remember the theory was always like, it's like, oh, it's ran by these like Nazi dudes, and like.
And it was like the only cool venue in the Valley.
Yeah, if you were in a dope band, you'd play there, and then if you got lucky, you'd play the Smell.
Yeah.
Like those were like the two dope spots. Do you miss being in a band?
Honestly, at most times I do.
Yeah.
Because it's just fun to like be able to jam with like a group of people, you know?
The energies at live shows, I mean, now rap is like pretty much like punk, where like kids are pitting and like getting really energetic, but I still feel like it's not the same as like being in like the type of band that you were in.
Yeah, like when I stopped playing like hardcore or metal music, like for me, I was like really scared because I was like, damn, the show's gonna be so boring.
Yeah.
And then I started fucking with like Fat Nick and Pouya and them. And then later on, like the Suicide Boys, and I was like, okay, the shows are still, like energetic as fuck. It might not be as violent, but that's cool. Like, I don't care about violence at shows. You know?
Do you think rap kids, like today's scene of rap kids, understand like the hardcore ethics?
No, they don't, because when they stage dive, they like jump on stage and kind of like linger, and then they dive off, you know. Instead of just like doing like a fluid stage dive.
Right. And they don't help each other up.
And they don't help each other up. Yeah.
There was. Did you ever go to the Nature World Fest?
No, but I know what you're
So it's like it's a rap and hardcore kids, and it's funny because you'll see that like when hardcore bands are playing the pit, and then you'll see who's there for the rap because they're just like swinging off walls, and then like they're just like super like aggressive, but like not helpful. Like I feel like there's like a helpful aggressive, and it's like I feel like I wish kids
and also, like,
need to get up on their ethics.
Throwing ham shows, like when we see kids pit, sometimes like some kids get mad about it. I'm like, oh, you're not understanding what's happening right now.
It's all about like having fun, even if like one of your homies hits you or you hit someone.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you can get mad and beat someone up, but it's ultimately just about having fun. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of them, they try and like grasp it or get it, but I don't think they fully know the roots, but they're learning, you know?
So do you think they are slowly like getting it?
Yeah, I think they know where we come from, you know? And so like the more they figure that out, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like once you find out what, like, because I know growing up, when I would find out what my favorite artist was listening to, I would like be like, oh, let me see what that's about. So I feel like you eventually learn your ethics. I'm a little older. I'm in my
30s. Like how I even got into like any other kind of music, because I was like, oh shit, Dr. Dre sampled the Parliament. So really anything that artist I liked was into that wasn't rap, I'd be like, oh shit. Yeah. So probably like through cats like you and Suicide Boys that were like into bands, I'm sure the fans are like, oh, let me check this out.
Yeah, they know. Like I'll tweet, like a lot of my tweets sometimes will just be like, I'll be listening to like, because I listen to a lot of other shit, and I'll just tweet like, let's say a lyric from like a hardcore band or like a shoegaze band that I really like, and like my fans will know who I'm talking about.
That's tight.
So it's cool to see that. Like there's definitely a grip that know, you know.
That's really
How do you feel about the kids that wear like
that's
Metallica shirts that like can't name like one, like, you know, I feel like that's like a very big thing in the past like 2-3 years.
Well, it's like a lot of like, especially like the clout kids, they want to have like the DIY punk aesthetic, but they don't have the ethics at fucking all.
Yeah, I mean,
is that annoying to you?
Even a lot of rappers do that too, but it's like, it's whatever to me, you know.
Yeah. Did you start rapping right when that band ended, or were you already like
still
making?
Around?
They are in a band called Runaway Kids.
Okay.
They're actually dope as fuck.
Why did Break Up be the original version?
We had this fucking label owner and this manager that was just like a piece of shit, and I wasn't vibing with him at all. And I luckily hadn't signed any contracts, so I was able just to duck off.
What was the label? Call them out.
Media Scare.
Fuck a media.
Fuck a media scare.
Sock media scares in their faces.
Yeah, they can suck a dick.
So many S's you said there.
Yeah, they can suck a dick. But yeah, so I was just like, fuck this, I'm out. I love you guys. They were like the same. They were like, we support you, do your thing. They were like, we're gonna kind of like change up the band how we've been talking about. I'm like, yeah, do that, you know.
But Troy's kind of a big band, huh?
I mean,
a lot of views and shit.
Yeah. I mean, we had like, it was able to take me like all over the world, you know. I went to Europe like 4 times, touring Japan twice.
Dope. Crazy.
South Africa. So it was like, we had definitely like a dope cult following, you know.
And you grew up kind of with Yogi?
Yeah.
From Volumes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You guys like knew each other from high school or what?
Yes, it's like kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
Oh, crazy. Who was playing in bands first?
Honestly, he started playing in this one band. It was like a Valley band. And then they were like breaking up. And my homie had started Betrayal. And Yogi was like, yo, he's like, I'm supposed to be the bass player, but I'm just going to become the vocalist, and you should be the bass player.
Wait, Yogi sang in Betrayal?
For like a fucking day and a half.
Oh.
Yeah, for like a month or 2.
That's crazy.
And so I like showed up to auditions, and he did that. He was like, I'm going to just do vocals, and you're going to play bass. Everyone was cool with it. My homie Kale was there. He was the drummer.
You played Misery.
Yeah.
He was actually in the band for like a year and a half.
That's crazy.
Quit and joined another band.
And you also played Twirling Tongue?
Twitching Tongues.
That was close.
Down Presser.
Yeah,
dope.
You know who hit me to use? I ran into Ghostman on the street, and I was like, yo, I love like the new, like how much you're incorporating the death metal stuff now. And he's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, Kale from Twitching Tongues is my drummer now.
Yeah.
He was like very stoked.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So was Misery and Betrayal, were you guys all kind of the same Valley scene?
No, what happened was I had quit Betrayal.
Come over here real quick. So if you've been seeing Ghostman, Ghostman on tour lately.
What was that? Have I seen him?
No, I'm letting people know.
If you've seen
him, you've probably seen Kale drumming. Yeah. Why didn't you go with him to Europe right now?
Just because I was on tour.
Oh, come a little closer.
I was on tour for like, I haven't been home for about like maybe more than 2 weeks since like October. So if I were to get home from the tour that I just got off of, then go on that tour.
It'd be nuts.
Yeah.
And probably it's just too much money. Bring a whole another person out and just bring a fucking drum set and all that shit, you know, so it's kind of annoying. So I'm waiting for the next tour.
Right. Yeah. So what was the 818 Valley hardcore scene with Misery and Betrayal? Was there like a loop?
Well, Misery's
Misery's an offshoot of my other band, Downpresser, and that's a whole different scene than Betrayal.
Yeah, they're from like Where's Down Present from? Santa Barbara, yeah.
Yeah, and like, I had quit Betrayal in like 2010. He kept going. I joined a band called Down Presser. From that, we started Misery as like a side project, and he kept doing Betrayal. He quit in, I think, like 2013?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and then fully started pushing rapping. Me and him still stayed like good friends throughout all of it. And yeah, then I just started playing in a bunch of different hardcore bands. He started rapping, and like, but we still kicked it a lot. So he would introduce me to all of his friends. They'd hear my bands, or they'd come and like watch my shows, and then interloop shows and shit like that, like Misery playing with Nick and shit like that.
Right.
And that's just kind of like how we all
blended it all together.
Yeah.
And you just played Nature World.
Yeah.
Oh, tight.
Yeah,
Awesome,
Nature
man.
World, sick.
Dude, it's like the funniest fucking. Yeah, it's weird and it's tight, but it works so well.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the perfect time for
like,
it.
You got like Cold Heart and shit. Like,
yeah.
It's cool. It's a cool bill.
Yeah, last year we saw No Warning and Cameron. Like that's fucking. That's
I wasn't really hip to No Warning. I'm not like I wasn't super into hardcore. No Warning fucking kills.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're one of the best. Dude.
Yeah. And I didn't realize it was the dude from Fucked Up.
Yeah.
Was it weird transitioning into rapping? Like, did that make?
I mean, I don't know, cause like at the beginning, like, you know, when you're playing in a band like Betrayal, like there's some days when you're playing in front of like, you know, the Cobalt like sold out, and then you play like a bigger show with someone else, and there's like a couple thousand people, and then you like play like a bar in Vegas, and there's like 8 people there. You know what I mean? So like my first show, like just as me like rapping, like I did like the small room at House of Blues. And it was like tight. Like I sold it out like 70 people, but it was obviously like all my homies, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Packed out there.
And then the
Who
next.
was at that show with you?
It was just me performing.
Oh, dope.
Me and Don Krez. Yeah, Don Krez.
How do you guys know Don Krez? Because he's from Miami, no?
Yeah, I met Don Krez through Yogi. Yeah, fucking. He showed up to my crib one day and was like, "Yo." Yeah, basically I was playing like small shows, and like so it felt normal, you know. And there would be pits, so it felt kind of like the same as playing like a hardcore show.
What year is this?
Dude, I can't remember.
2015, 14?
Probably 15. Yeah, I'd say 15. When I started like playing shows and shit.
Yeah, it was
I'd say like 15. And then yeah, so like it felt normal, it felt right, except it was just me on stage, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or it'd be like me and Yogi versus like me and like 5 other people, you know? But yeah, and then one day Yogi's like, "Yo, the homie Krez is gonna come over to the crib." I'm like, "Bet." I meet him, and this is like when Krez was like just starting, like had braces, like.
That was 2014.
This was 2014?
Yeah,
this was before we started doing the shows when I met Krez.
Wow.
And I was working at like a weed clinic, and I basically like support me, Yogi, and Krez. Like, like all my money like went to like our drugs and our food and shit like that. And then fucking and Krez just told me, he's like, "Yeah, everything's about to blow up, watch." And I don't know why, like I could see it in his eyes, like I believed him. And he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna start killing shit too. Just give it like this much time." He would literally give me like specific months, and like everything would happen like a month early. You know what I mean?
Wow.
See,
Yeah.
Krez started coming around the ham shit too very early on, because we had like Nick and Pouya when they were like opening for Simi.
Yep.
And Krez
See, that's the times I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I was like, who the fuck is Don Krez? Because he was like, he'd make sure to be like very active in it.
Yeah.
We did this one show, remember in that shitty warehouse where you have to walk upstairs?
Yeah.
And Pouya and Underachievers played. Mm-hmm. And Don Krez is like still drinking very heavily and was like on the speaker, and I was like, yo, this is so fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
The speaker was
it was like
video. It's like
very wobbly.
Good time. Yeah, you know it's funny, back then too, I wasn't like super hip to Fat Nick or Pouya yet.
Yeah.
And then you know, but it was like how Simi was gonna play. I was like, all right. And then already like in 2014-15, Pouya had a big ass fan base already.
Dude, the moment they started playing,
see,
everyone just started jumping.
I was good homies with like Simi and Krez and shit. And then one day Krez was like, "Yo, you gotta go to the show." I was like, "Yeah, I know Simi's playing. I'm gonna be there." And he was like, "Yeah, but you also gotta check out like Fat Nick and Pouya. Like their shit's crazy. They're about."
Was it the same? Was this a ham show where we played outside on a truck?
I remember that. Is that the one where the helicopters came?
Yeah.
I literally missed that show, but I think the day before was like Santa Barbara or something.
Right.
And then they played another show at Los Globos.
Crazy.
And I remember I was seeing like the very beginnings of them, and then like a month later they blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right away, because like the kids that go to ham always know before I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, with Pouya, they were like going crazy, and I was like, shit, they were going crazy for him then. Simi.
Yeah. When did you start rap? Like, when did you know you can rap? Like, I feel like that's a...
I mean, like, I fucked around, like, freestyling, you know? And, like,
yeah.
Since I was a kid, like, in school and shit. But I didn't really, like, take it seriously, I'd say, until, like, maybe, like, middle or late 2015.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe 2015. Like, I would just be rapping and kind of just, like... Basically, like, the homies would have, like, studio sessions and, like, they'd be like, oh, yo, so, like, Pouya's not going to be here for, like, another 30 minutes. Like, you want to get a song in real quick?
Oh, dope.
And I'd be like, all right, yeah. So then I'd record, and then I would just do shit like that. And then one day, like, Pouya heard me rapping. Because I was cool with them, but I never, like, pressed the issue that I rapped, you know? And then he was like, he walked in and he was like, shit, I know you rap, yeah, like, blah, blah. And then he actually basically asked me to be on UU on that album. And then that's when we did Scrubs.
Oh, dope.
So that's when I, like, really started, like, trying to take it seriously.
Yeah.
When you did the little
Yeah.
wins.
I probably had, like, oh, yeah, I got out of jail, and then Pouya heard me record, and then we did, like, a bunch of songs together, and then we did the Scrubs.
Oh,
How much time did you do?
Oh, dude, it was petty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, did you end up going to the county or
Nah,
just
I had
Van Nuys police
I
station?
made bail, and then it was for felony vandalism. And then fucking...
What, graffiti, or were you doing?
Yeah. That's what they said. And then it was a felony, but it got dropped.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So I'm blessed for that.
Yeah, because Pouya said in one song, he said, Shakewell just made bail.
Yeah.
So that's what he's referring to?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, so then you started...
Wait, who started rapping first, you or Yogi?
I remember Yogi called me one day. This is like years ago, like when I was just like freestyling for fun, you know? And he was just like I was still in my band, and like I'd maybe record tracks like just to see how I sound and shit. And Yogi called me. He just got out of jail in Amsterdam.
Oh shit! What was he doing in jail in Amsterdam?
They said that he fucking fucked with his passport. Like basically when he was a kid, he had edited the date so he could like drink, you know?
What?
Wow.
And then like now, like years later, he's like able to drink in Europe. And just all of a sudden he's like going through and they're like, oh, your passport's been fucked with. So
what did he do? Like he like put...
Yeah, like edited, like scratched off.
He like scratched off or wrote something.
So he called me and he was like, dude, I just got out. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I haven't heard from you in like 2 months or some shit. And he's like, yeah, I was in fucking Amsterdam, blah, blah. He's like, I want to start rapping. And I was like, dude, you're so like cliche. Like, yeah, man, I got locked up. Now I came out with these bars, you know, like, but like, no, it was cool. So that's when he like got his inspiration, like, but even him, like, he's just starting to like really take it more seriously because he always like, he balances it with volumes, you know?
Yeah. That's dope.
The volume stuff is dope.
Yeah, they killed it when they played him.
What band was Mike Cherry in before?
Bury Your Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, legendary band.
That's big.
Yeah.
So what were your like your rap influences, like when you like stuff that you were listening to a lot that like
when I was a kid?
Yeah.
That made you want to start rapping?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a lot of older shit, like EPMD, fucking Old Bone Thugs, KRS-One, like shit like that, Gangstar.
Yeah. Oh
DOS
yeah.
Effects, you listen to a lot.
DOS Effects, yeah. Like basically, I would just like walk into my brother's like closet, and I would like grab his tapes.
Were you ever trying to rap like DOS Effects, like the
Bum stickety bum,
Yeah.
like shit like that.
Oh, diggy, diggy.
Nah, I mean maybe one day if I just felt like fucking around.
Have you ever heard of Project Blowed?
No.
Project Blow with
Yeah.
Sean Martin?
Huh?
Is that with Sean Martin?
No. Project Blowed is
Wait,
like
Sean Martin.
it's this underground LA hip hop workshop from like the 90s, early 2000s. And cats would rap really fast, and there was like rules when you were freestyling there, and you weren't allowed to go like you had to say real words if you're gonna try to rap fast.
Okay.
Because at the time, because of DOS Effects and like Fushnickens and everybody,
You could just say like
Whatever you wanted, just over and over.
A stick to six, you know, like.
Did you guys ever go to the basement growing up off Ventura?
Fuck yeah.
Record
Yeah.
store?
I grew up there, yeah.
Oh,
I
dope.
wasn't
Same.
there, fuck.
Were you guys around there during the rock era? The
Rock was the dude that owned it.
originally, and then
Armenian
it got.
dude?
And then he sold it to the chick who used to work at Groove Riders.
Yeah. I was there.
No. Just
Not
dude
the
named
wrestler,
Rock.
a dude named Rock. He was yeah.
No, yeah. When
And he owned the label.
the chick took over, that's when I kind of started like
Yeah.
going there less. I think.
Is it Cess One?
Cess One.
Yeah. That's the with the glass.
That's the homie that would run the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before then.
Before then, even you're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, it's home Natalie, right? That's her name, right? Yeah. She's tight.
You guys ever go to the rap battles there? Watch rap battles?
Yeah. That shit was cool. They'd have like,
dude, it was such a good. It was such a good fucking scene. Oh, do you guys know fuck, what's Homeboy's name? The rapper, the old dude.
Academics.
Academics. Academics A? Yes, dude. I'm trying to get him to come on the show and just battle fools. Like, he is legendary.
Those were some, like, I remember, like, people be like, oh, Shake, like, you should get in the rap battles. And I'm just like, nah, that's not my shit. Like,
yeah, it's a whole different, like, scene and, like, skill set.
You got to be able to, like, come, like, look at a dude, come up with, like, all these disses for him.
You pretty much have to be a comedian. Like, because, like, you can style, but
nowadays. Back in those basement days.
If you were really good at clowning on someone, that always surpasses style. Like, I remember, like, you know, it's just like, I don't know. But, yeah, I miss the fucking basement.
Yeah, the basement was, like, legendary.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
so I feel like we probably crossed past then at like hella points. Yeah.
I stole a car in like 8th grade.
He stole a car.
Not a car. My best friend's older sister's car, just to drive to the basement.
Oh wow, that's dope. Did you hit up Groove Riders too back in the day?
Groove Riders was tight. Yeah. Like my homies would go there more so for like
the techno
concert tickets.
Yeah,
like my homies wanted to go to like EDM shows.
Shit.
Remember there was a couch that was on the floor. It was very low. That was a very comfortable, shitty couch.
I remember Natalie and this other girl were like the hot scene girls.
I wanted to date.
And then the guy who owned it, I don't remember the guy, but he was like this creepy older dude.
I bought a mixer from him and he ripped me off, dude.
He ripped you off?
Yeah.
Damn.
Where, Groove Riders?
Yeah, Groove Riders, yeah.
That's crazy.
818, fool.
What an era, dog. I see a Panda Express right there.
818.
Damn. So, do you still live in the Valley?
Yeah.
I
moved to Miami like a year and a half ago.
Oh.
To like work on music and shit.
Yeah.
So I'd be back and forth between here and there. Now I'm back here for like probably indefinitely, but
yeah,
I don't know. I like going to Miami making music with Mikey the Magician.
Oh, dope.
I actually just dropped a song with him yesterday.
Pack.
On SoundCloud. Yeah, it's called Pack.
It's tight.
So yeah, I like going to like Miami, working with him, and then I come back here and I work with Flexatelli.
Oh, dope.
Is Flexatelli from the Valley too?
No, he's from Santa Ana.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Ramirez just moved to Miami.
To Miami,
too?
yep.
Or he's about to, or just
No, he just moved. Yeah.
Crazy. So first, through Yogi you met Krez, and then through Krez you met Simi, and then you met Pouya, and then that's how you met Ramirez and Fat Nick and everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Fat Nick I met first. It was like Krez and then Nick. And then Nick really believed in me like from the jump. He was like, "Yo, like your shit's tight," and we would just fuck around and record songs together and like put them out. And then I started fucking with Pouya. Like we were homies, but he didn't even know I rap. And then we became homies. And then from there I met like Ramirez, fucking the boys.
Yeah, they seem very like supportive friends. Like I feel like anytime they're just like very down with like helping their friends out.
Yeah,
that's 100%. Because I feel like there's a lot of ego and fucking rap and shit, but I've never seen that coming from them. No. Like,
and what I like about all your guys' music too, yours, Ramirez, Pouya, is that I feel like right now a lot of underground rappers come out trying to not sound underground. Like they come out with songs immediately, they're like, this is gonna be a radio song. Yeah. But you guys like stay with the underground sound.
Yeah. Because I mean like
it reminds me of like late 90s, early 2000s gangster rap.
Yeah.
Like not like the mainstream gangster rap either, but
yeah. No, that's just what we do, you know, like I'll always make music depending on how I'm feeling, you know. That's why sometimes like I sing or I do like the hard shit, but I don't know. I'll never like follow a trend. Just kind of like always do what I feel like, I guess, instead.
Do your bass is your first instrument that you learned, or
guitar and then bass?
Okay, so then you clearly know music. Have you tried like producing and shit and dabbling in that?
Nah, like I'll sit there and like vibe with like a homie, you know, like, oh, let's do this, put this here, you know.
Like producer in the sense of like
maybe try and like come up with like a melody or something. But nah, like me and Mikey have talked about it, like, oh, we should start like laying down like bass into the songs.
That'd be hard,
like that. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna do that for my next, like, I'm gonna release like a tape soon, and then I'm gonna work on like, I started working on it like an album that's more like, I guess more thought out instead of just like going in and recording.
Yeah.
Like
is that what you're trying to put out in June? I saw you said you're trying to drop a project in June.
Yeah.
What's that project gonna be called?
I don't have the name yet. The one I'm gonna drop probably
Like, you have one coming really soon, right?
Yeah.
Like an EP?
This month type shit,
Yeah.
Or next month, May. That one's gonna be called Big Juice to Sip. Yeah. I haven't even announced that yet, but yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Exclusive.
I guess I did right here.
Put this out. What's the deal with that EP?
It's got like 2 songs on it that I already released, 10 Homies, and then
10 Homies goes hard.
Packs, good looking. And then Packs, and then I'll probably release like some more visuals for Packs, and then it's gonna have like 5 other new songs on it. So it's just like a small little EP, like 7-8 songs.
I like on 10 Homies you said, if you're talking kilos, why we talking on the phone?
Yeah.
That's a slick line.
That was on Pack, yeah.
Oh, that's on Pack?
Yeah.
I saw on Twitter that you said 10 Homies was the first song you recorded after relapsing.
Yeah.
Are you still relapsed?
Yeah, well, I guess continued use. Is the term.
How long were you sober for?
Like early November, I made like a decision to try and like kick shit.
Is it after Pete passed?
No, it was actually like, it was awkwardly enough like a week before when I made the decision.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was doing good, and then going through withdrawals, and then he passed. That shit obviously it was hard to deal with while withdrawing, but it was like a reminder to myself, you know. And then of like why I'm trying to go sober.
Did you take anything to withdraw, like Suboxone or anything?
No, I was just like weaning off, and then to the point basically where I didn't need it, you know. And then as far as like for the opiates, I would just drink a shit ton of like Pedialyte shit and throw up.
Right.
Oh wow.
And then got through withdrawals and was good, and then I just fucking like, it was 2 months later, I just fucking was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pour it up, and I didn't even like it like how I used to like it.
Yeah.
Right.
It was weird.
You felt guilty, bro.
Yeah, I think so. Like I woke up the next day just like groggy, and I was like, oh,
why did I do
don't
this?
miss this feeling, you know. And then like sure enough, like a week later, like poured up again, and then became like
It's pretty easy to get back into it.
Yeah, super easy. But I haven't jumped back in like I was.
So you're not doing like heavy opiates?
Nah, like I'm not doing the Zans. Like I've been taking they're called lorazepam, so they're like, it's like a smaller dosage. So like basically I'll take one of those. It's like a quarter bar, but it doesn't like hit you like a Zan would.
Right.
So I'll take one of those like if I get like bad anxiety or something. So I'm not taking like full bars anymore, and then trying to stay away from like perks and shit like that.
Right.
Is it hard being around? Because I'm sure like in sessions and shit, there's like everybody's like.
I'm always gonna be around it. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not even really friends with that many rappers. Like most of my homies, you know.
Yeah.
They got drank and shit like that. So I'm gonna be around it regardless. But I don't know. It's weird because like I'll be like, oh, I'm kind of over sipping, and then my other homie will be like, bro, I feel the same way, and then, like, everyone's kind of like, yeah, me too, and then we'll kind of like do good together, and then one day we'll be like, yo, we should pour up, and then everyone's like, yeah, I'm down, and then, like, so it's like we kind of help each other, and we kind of like
fuck with each other
in a bad way too, but yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you ever think you're gonna go fully sober?
Yeah, I mean, I like dream about it, you know. I think it'd be great. I just have to like make sure that I have the time, you know what I mean?
Something you tweeted that I liked. You said money, clothes, jewelry, cars, it all gives momentary happiness, but remember when you go, none of that goes with you. I feel like I'm sober. I'm like 9 years sober.
Tight.
So I'm like OG sober, but
OG sober.
I feel like when you're like an addict, you almost feel like I probably said the same thing when we had Slick Christ on the show, but I feel like when you're an addict, you kind of feel like you have this like hole in your soul almost, and we reach for whatever could fill it quickly.
Yeah.
And be it drugs, pills, booze, sex, food, fucking shopping, whatever. Yeah. But none of that fills the hole.
No, never.
Yeah, until you like really try to find like some real spirit. For me, it's AA.
Yeah.
But you know.
No, I have a bunch of friends that are in the program, so that's why like I know I could do it.
Yeah.
One day, you know.
This is an intervention right now.
Your mom's outside, dog.
Nah, but yeah, it definitely does like yeah, you do have like a hole, and like I think you also have like this fascination with death because you know that you're playing with your life, you know.
Yeah.
So like I just have thoughts like that, you know.
Does it fuck with your creativity in the sense that like I know a lot of people like to get fucked up and make music, and it's like harder for them?
Yeah, I think it's like a fear of like, oh, when I go sober, my music's gonna suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I think that's like the thing.
And that's what a lot of people are scared of.
Agreed.
Is, not
said that too before as well.
Yeah.
Who did?
You did. He would tell me he would make music on drugs. He put out a couple songs while they weren't on drugs, You remember your mom would be like, "Oh, I love this music."
Like, oh, it's not a good one there.
Yeah.
And it's
Not
like,
I'd like A and B my songs to people, and they'd be like, "Oh, those songs suck." I'd be like, "Oh, let me know what you think about these ones. Like those ones are badass." I'm like, "Fuck!" Like
they're the ones
those are all the ones that shit. Yeah,
you know. And then you were like, "My mom," you were like, "My mom doesn't like these songs because I'm fucking sober."
Yeah,
it's weird.
I feel like it's just like
your creativity.
Yeah, it just like takes time to snap back into it and find it. I feel like because it is a different.
It might unlock different creativity after a while.
Yeah, once you're sober for a while, like I know 100%, the creativity will actually come more to you.
Yeah. And you already have all that experience from doing it, so like you could definitely probably tap back into it.
Yeah, I've done it all. Like I have plenty of fucking what's it called material. Yeah. Like. For now, I'm trying to just like find ways to like fill the voids in like more positive ways. So basically, just like every day, I'm trying to do something for my music. You know,
totally.
Like today, coming to do this interview, that's a good thing. You know, instead of just pouring up a cup and like watch TV or some shit. You know? Yeah.
TV's tight though.
Shit like that.
What do your hands say?
Into Dust.
What is that?
It's one of my favorite songs. It's also just like a saying to me, like, you know, in the end, we all turn into dust, you know?
Right.
So it's kind of like the same thing, like you can't take any of it with you, you know? And like,
do you believe in afterlife or reincarnation?
You know what? I do believe in the afterlife. I'm not too sure like what it would be.
Yeah.
But I've seen and felt enough to know that there is an afterlife. Like, you know what I mean?
Have you ever overdosed? To the point of death?
Like to the point where I was about to die, but
did you see something then?
I could see like, so like you ever astral project?
I'm not very familiar.
That's where
I think I might have as a kid. I had like a weird thing. Okay, I had something like that when I was a kid. It was really weird.
Yeah, so it's like it's pretty scary because like you see your body get pulled out, and then you can like see yourself. You can see the room.
Yeah, that happened to me.
And like it happens to me a good amount. Every time it's scary as fuck.
Oh, for sure.
And one night I was like with all my homies in my old apartment, and I was sitting there, and I remember everyone was like slumped out, and I was like laughing, and I like, kept pouring up. And it's crazy because this night I didn't even like go crazier than like what in my head would be like going crazy, you know? But to a normal person it'd probably be insane, you know? But so I was like sitting there and I was sipping, and then like all of a sudden, like real calm, I just see myself like pulling out. Ew. And like I see like my body, and I just hear this like choking, like, and I was calm, I was relaxed. I was like, oh shit, like this is it. Like I'm dying, you know? And I could see the whole room. I could see like all my homies chilling. And in my head, I was just like, okay, like think about your body, you know, and choke. Like choke yourself awake.
Wow.
And then I heard like, below me, I heard like the, and then I was like, do it again. And I hear, and then I was like, do it again. And I hear, and when on like the third one, like I like came back into my body and like opened my eyes. And I was like, oh shit.
Damn, dude.
And that one for sure was like, yeah, that, and like I've had like a bunch of like mini seizures, but that's always me trying to kick the Xans, you know?
Right.
That's why this time around I'm using those pills, because like if you have a seizure and die trying to get sober off Xans, that sucks, you know?
Yeah. What isn't it alcohol and opiates are the two like things you can actually like easily die from?
And benzos,
yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy to think alcohol's like there
worse than
that, and it's
some opiates.
and it's like super fucking legal.
Yeah.
So what do you have? The EP coming up next, and then you have the show tonight. What else do you have?
Well, this is not gonna be tonight because this comes out like in 2 weeks.
Oh, I know, but I'm just restating the facts, you know. Is there anything else that you want to push?
Shit, I don't know. Just I'm gonna keep working on music. I got a lot of new shit coming out this year. Show tonight.
Hell yeah.
And fucking, if a kid is hearing this and you hear like a rapper talking about drugs, know that usually they're either lying or they're talking about their own struggles, and they're not trying to like
promote it.
Yeah, because like I feel like I'd say like 80% of my fans, they'll be like, yo dude, like what you said, like I felt that. But then there's like the 20%, maybe 25% that have never experienced it, and they're like, yeah, dude, like I started taking oxys because of you, and I'm just like, oh, that's fucking
it happens.
crazy.
I think about when I was a kid, like I said, I'm a little older, but like when rappers rap about smoking blunts or like Phillies, particular kind of blunt.
Yeah, you want to go get that blunt.
Yeah.
So. That's good that you said that, because I feel like a lot of people need to speak out and talk like that. You know, just let the kids know that shit. That's tight.
Yeah. It's usually like a cry for help, or it's like or they're just faking the funk.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming through, man. We really appreciate you. Thank you, man. Follow this man online. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
Valley Boys, Ham Radio,
Shameless Money Gang.
DJ Stereotype, take it away.
Now I just trap on the lay low. I put a deuce in my knee high. Now my money standing like it's knee high. Why you rockin' trues? I don't see why. I be banded up.